Hi, this is Munson with Munson Music. I'm going to talk about how you play a song called Letters from Home by John Michael Montgomery. And it starts out with a cool little intro lick. If you wanted to kind of follow those notes, you could start first fret on the high E string, and then do a hammer on the third fret on the high E string. And then we play that third fret on the high E again, and then first fret on the B, open G, third fret on the high E, first fret on the B, open G, and then third fret on the high E again. Go back to first fret on the high E and do a pull off to the open E. So kind of playing the note and letting the finger fall off the string for the sound. And then going to third fret on the B, and then first fret on the B. So if you wanted to kind of follow those notes, you could do that 1 3 3 1 0 3 1 0 3 1 0 3 1 1 3 3 1 0 3 1 0 3 1 0 3 0. And the chord that would kind of back that up though would be a C major chord. When we play C major, first finger goes to the B string on the first fret, second finger on the D string second fret, and third finger on the A string on the third fret. And if you strum the A string to the high E string, that sounds a C major chord and it sounds really, really happy. Now you may also want to lift off the first finger and kind of make that a C major 7. That can be a cool thing on the C chord in general. And you could take the pinky and kind of add it on the B string third fret and make it a C major 9. Or you could even kind of try and follow those licks around the chord. C chord too. But a lot of times with a song like this, to make it more interesting, I like using something called a strum pattern. Now you could kind of work kind of an 8 down idea, and that could be kind of a cool way to kind of work it through the tune. I'm adding a little bit of right hand muting. Or another strum pattern that I really like a lot is down, down, up, down, up. So we tried that a lot on the C. You'd have the down, down, up, down, 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 up. From that intro, we go into our first verse, and we start out on the C major 4 times, and then we go to an F major chord. We play F major. Normally you do this as a bar F with the first finger across the entire first fret, second finger on the G string second fret, third finger on the A string third fret, and the pinky on the D string third fret. And if you strum all those together, that sounds an F major bar chord. Or you could use something called an F major 7, where you do the first finger on the B string first fret, second finger on the G string second fret, third finger on the D string on the third fret. And if you strum the D string to the high E string, that sounds an F major chord. It sounds really happy. So through that first verse, you've got kind of the C, 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 C. And we got that kind of F change, and another F, and then we repeat that. So we take it on the down, down, up, down. You'd have C, down, up, down, up, C. First verse, then we go into our pre-chorus part, and our pre-chorus starts on the A minor chord. When we play A minor, first finger stays on the B string first fret, second finger on the D string second fret, and third finger on the G string second fret. And if you strum all those together, that sounds an A minor chord, and it sounds really sad. And then from the A minor, we go to a G major chord. When we play G major, first finger goes to the A on the second fret, second finger on the low E string third fret, and the third finger on the high E string third fret. And if you strum all those together, that sounds a G major chord, and it sounds really happy. And from the G, we go back to our F, and then we do another F major. But then we go to a D minor chord. When we play D minor, first finger goes to the high E on the first fret, second finger on the G string second fret, and the third or the fourth finger on the B string third fret. And if you strum the D string to the high E string, that sounds a D minor chord, and it sounds really sad. And then from the D minor, we go back to our G, but you may want to think about playing the G major with second finger on the A string second fret, third finger on the low E string third fret, and the pinky on the high E string third fret. And what that does is kind of free you up. You kind of take the first finger to go to the B string first fret, second finger to the D string on the second fret, and that sounds a G sus or G suspended chord. And then you can kind of resolve that with a big down at the end of that pre-chorus with a big G. So through that part with the down, down, up, down, up, you'd have the A minor down, up, down, up, G, down, up, down, up, F, down, up, down, up, F, down, up, down, up, D minor down, up, down, up, D minor down, up, down, up, G sus down, up, down. from there, that we'd be going and back into kind of an intro return. Now, something else I think about adding to the song, though, is bass notes. And a lot of times on that first down of the down, down, up, down, up, you could throw in a bass note for the chord. So on the C, you'd have the A string for the bass, down, up, down, up. On the F major 7, you'd have the D for the bass. On the F bar, you'd have the low E for the bass. On the A minor, you'd have the A string for the bass. And on the G, you'd have the low E string for the bass. And on the D minor, you'd have the D for the bass. So we want to think about that intro return as kind of C with the A bass, and kind of play around with that. Adding in bass notes can be very, very cool. And then from that intro return, then we go into our chorus. And our main chorus starts on the F major 4 times, and we go to C major, and then we go to a G major chord, but you'll kind of hear the A string on the 2nd fret come out of that. And that's called a G/B, or G with a B in the bass. And then we go to A minor twice, and then we go to F major, and then we do another F, and then we kind of start over again with kind of 4 Fs again, and then back to our C and our G/B, and our A minor twice, and then we go to a D minor chord, and then we kind of do a big push on a G major chord at the end of our chorus. So we tried that with bass notes. On that G/B, you may want to use the A string for the bass on the G chord. So you'd have F with the bass, down, up, down, F with the bass, down, up, down, up, F, C with an A bass, G/B with an A bass, A minor with an A bass, A minor with an A bass, F bass, down, up, F, and then we kind of starting over. And then we go back into kind of an intro return, so we back to kind of our C major chord. Now, another feel I think about, especially for the second half of the tune, is you may gravitate towards what I call a country feel, where a country bass player normally plays what's called the root of the chord. On the C chord, that's what we're playing for our bass note right now on the A string. And a lot of times they'll alternate between what's called the root of the chord and the 5th of the chord. So for a C chord, it'd be C, D, E, F, G. A G note would be your 5th. And you could kind of do that by moving the 3rd finger from the A string 3rd fret to the low E string 3rd fret, kind of alternating. So I'm doing a bass down, up, 5th, down, up, root, down, up, 5th, down, up, root, down, up, 5th, down. Then on the F, if you're doing the bar F, you'd have low E to the A string for that feel. On the F major, so you could kind of do that move from the 3rd fret on the D to the 3rd fret on the A string. On the A minor, you'd have the A string to the low E string. G, you'd have low E to the D string for your root. And on the D minor, you'd have the D string to the A string. So if you kind of dig on that, so we can try that through that intro and just have kind of that C vamp right after that first chorus. C with an A bass, low E bass, C with an A bass, low E bass. And if we tried to keep that going for our next verse, we'd have the C, into our next pre-chorus, which we add a couple other G's and we add some C's at the very end of. So if we kept that feel going, we'd have the A minor, G with the E bass, D bass, F, D minor, the D bass, A bass, D bass, A bass, G with the E bass, D bass, G bass, D bass, then back to C, and then from there we'll be going into our next chorus. So if we kept that going, we'd have the chorus. We got F, C, G slash B, A minor, F, G with the bass. Then we got kind of a big F. Go back into our last chorus. So we have F, and then we go into kind of an intro return, so we're back to kind of our C, C. Or if you wanted to, you could kind of take any of those strum patterns and kind of mix it up with that. Down, down, up, down, up, or the downs. So you want to kind of play around with that, or we're trying to kind of bringing back that intro might kind of a cool thing. And then kind of this. But that's the basics of how you could strum through Letters from Home by John Michael Montgomery. So good luck!